The Butcher of Khulna, Bangladesh's most brutal serial killer. It was always raining in Khulna. Not the soft kind. This was the kind that drowned noise, swallowed screams, and washed blood into the drains without a trace. On one such night in 1998, deep in the industrial heart of the city, the old ice factory stood silent. But inside, a nightmare unfolded. A man was dragged across the cold floor, his cries muffled by a wet cloth jammed into his mouth. Towering above him stood Ershad Sikder, once a lowly railway porter, now the most feared man in southern Bangladesh. Some called him Commissioner. Others, more truthfully, called him the Butcher of Khulna. That night, he didn't speak. He just raised his boots and stomped, again and again, until the man's chest caved in like brittle wood. The autopsy would later reveal a shattered sternum and punctured lungs. The body? Just one of over 60 suspected victims, most never officially identified. In the early 90s, Sikder rose from poverty to power through sheer brutality. A master manipulator of politics, he switched parties like skins. First Jatiya Party, then BNP, finally the Awami League. Each gave him protection, each turned a blind eye. In return, he delivered votes and corpses. Behind the public mask of a people's leader, Sikder ran Khulna's deadliest death squad. His mansion became a slaughterhouse. Upstairs, a hidden torture room. The walls were padded to silent screams. Hooks hung from the ceiling. Ice blocks lined the floor, not to cool meat, but to preserve human bodies between killings. When police finally raided the property in 1999, what they found was horrifying. A gold-hilted machete stained with dried blood, later confirmed to contain DNA from at least 12 victims. A ledger, neat and blood-speckled, listing names, payments, and disposals. Ground radar scans revealed 6 burial pits behind his house. Forensic teams uncovered barbed wire-wrapped skeletons, hands tied, mouths gagged with plastic. One survivor, Rafiq, described how Sikder hung him over an industrial ice crusher for hours. He said if I screamed, he'd throw me in feet first. In May 1999, a youth political leader named Khalid Hossain spoke out against Sikder. Days later, he vanished. Neighbors later reported hearing music blaring from Sikder's compound, loud enough to cover the sounds of gunshots. When police stormed the place, they found Khalid's remains. His skull impaled on a steel rod, bones shattered, blood frozen into the factory floor. That murder was the final straw. On August 11th, 1999, Ershad Sikder was arrested. Inside his secret room, police found assault rifles wrapped in prayer mats, bloodstained cash, and, most chilling, 2 severed hands preserved in salt water, belonging to another mutilated victim, Abdul Salam. He faced 43 charges, received 7 death sentences, and countless life terms. On May 10, 2004, in the dead of night, Khulna jail prepared for execution. At 0:01, the noose tightened. At 0:03, Ershad Sikder's neck snapped. His last words? Khulna will never forget me. Even today, the abandoned ice factory stands, rusted, silent, cursed. Locals claim you can still hear chains clinking, hooks swinging in the wind. Ershad Sikder didn't just kill people. He owned death. He industrialized it, politicized it, profited from it. And for nearly a decade, he proved one terrifying truth. Power doesn't corrupt. It reveals. And what Ershad revealed was pure evil. For more chilling stories, subscribe and stay haunted.